Mohammed Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, has lamented the economic hardship in the country, saying Nigerians are frustrated and hungry. The traditional ruler spoke at the 6th Executive Committee meeting of the Northern Traditional Rulers Council (NTRC), which held in Kaduna State on Wednesday. He said insecurity and poverty are the major issues causing trouble for the people of the North. To make matters worse, we are faced with a rising level of poverty of the most of our people, a lack of normal sources of livelihood for the common man to have even a good meal a day, he added.
We have entered into a new cycle of leadership. Some new governors have come on board. Some are having the second term. And still, we are faced with these insecurity issues. To make matters worse, we are faced with rising level of poverty amongst our people. Lack of the normal, and I mean normal, sources of livelihood by the common man to have, even if it's one good meal a day, it's lacking. There's that lack of such. And I believe, talking of insecurity, talking of rising level of poverty are two issues that we cannot, and I mean we cannot sit, fold our arms, and think everything is okay. I've said it so many times at so many fora that things are not okay in Nigeria, and of course things are not okay in the North. We've seen this rising level of insecurity, and we ask ourselves, like I've done so many times, what are the real issues bringing about such rising cases of insecurity? I don't think it's the issue of new government, because new government is continuation of the former government, it's the same party. What really is the problem? And I think that's why one of the reasons we're here to talk to ourselves. We're hoping the security chiefs will be here to brief us, and then we go into closed session and discuss some of these issues. But unfortunately, as at now, only the representative of the DG SSS is here, and we don't know whether they will be able to make it. But like I've said, whatever is the case, we finish our meeting, get our facts together, send to every one of them as our own contribution to the amelioration of insecurity and poverty in the North. And we leave the rest to them to implement or otherwise. So we're here to do our own as the fathers of these people that believe so much in us. And I believe we owe it a duty to the teeming millions of people that believe in the traditional institutions to bring solutions to the various problems facing them. We will not fail in that. We will do our best. And alhamdulillah, one of these efforts is here this morning of this distinguished council to meet, deliberate on all these issues. I've said it so many times, without sounding like a broken record. We never lack solutions to our problems. What we lack is implementation. Because we meet today, we bring out so many beautiful ideas on how to solve our problems. We go back to our various places and go to bed, leaving such solutions here in this conference hall. So how do we implement such things? Education is important. So whatever issues you want to bring up here, we must talk about education, we must talk about health issues. And of course, the two monsters that have been harassing all of us here, insecurity and poverty. And let's not take it for granted. People are quiet. They are quiet for a reason. Because people have been talking to them. We've been talking to them, we have been trying to tell them things will be okay, and they kept on believing. I pray to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will not one day wake up to say, look, we don't believe in you anymore. And that will be the biggest problem. Because we can't quieten these people, both, let me use the word spiritually, because we are spiritual fathers here. Diplomatically, we're all diplomats. And of course, with good administrations of the governors, then there will be serious problems. But we don't pray for that. But I think it's good we talk about such things, and let's be very honest with ourselves. Let's be very, very frank to what we are going to tell ourselves here. There's no time to hide things. So these are issues. We have reached that level, and honestly, we have reached that level. People are very, very agitated. People are hungry, they are angry, but they still believe there are people who can talk to them. They still believe in some of their governors. They still believe in some of their traditional leaders. They still believe in some of their religious leaders. Fortunately, some of us doubled as traditional and religious leaders. So we have this onerous task of reaching out to everybody, calm him or her down, assure them things will be okay, continue to pray and pray and pray, and still do something good. And we can, and we are ready to work with the governors. Because we believe in what they are doing, we believe in reaching out to them, we believe in working with them, because we have no other choice. We must work with the governors. And the governors too, if they really want to have peace and stability in the states, they have to work with traditional institutions.
Meanwhile, yesterday, 60 House of Representative members has proposed a bill and have passed first reading to return Nigeria to the parliamentary system of government, where they will render the presidency useless.
Parliamentary system of government.
Today, we're here on behalf of 60 of us for a start.
As the sixth alteration to the Constitution beckons, a similar move is being spearheaded by more than 60 members. A number of bills to transit Nigeria to a parliamentary system of government at federal, state and local governments form some of the constitution amendment bills that scaled first reading at Wednesday plenary. Some of the arrowheads of the initiative addressed parliamentary reporters. The sponsors say the proposed parliamentary system will save Nigeria huge cost of governance.
Despite several alterations to the Constitution to address the shortcomings of a system that has denied the nation the opportunity of attaining its full potentials. Among these imperfections are the high cost of governance, leaving fewer resources for crucial areas like infrastructure, education, and healthcare.
The lawmakers say there is the need to tone down the concentration at the center and limit the powers of the president.
Collapse of the First Republic and the long stretch of the military rule culminated into the adoption of a new system of government, theoretically fashioned after the presidential system of United States, but in practice imbibed the utmost attributes of military rule. No wonder the Nigerian president appears to be one of the most powerful presidents in the world.
They also promised a transition period of between now and 2031.
We expect that the process will not necessarily terminate with the current administration. In actual fact, we expect that it will even go beyond 2027. But what is important is that we have set the ball rolling.